Hey guys, welcome back to another video over here on Chinese Zodiac and Horoscopes. Today we're going to be doing a video for all you guys born in the year of the dog. So welcome back all my puppy pals. How's it going? That's not at all patronising, is it? Let's get this deck shuffled up and see what we have got going on for you guys this week. How about we stop about there? Let's take that one from the bottom, that one from the middle, that one from the top. What have we got? We have got a black, white, black. Okay, so it doesn't look too great, but as I've always said before, black isn't always an attack, white isn't always all right. It's about the compatibility on the other side of the cards. So let's find out, shall we? What have we got this week? We've got a catalyst card. We've got that black rabbit coming in. Changes are happening. Some things are shifting. Some things are starting to move from one place to another. And potentially it's not something that you are comfortable with. The rabbit, however, is on the soulmate line for the dog. So there is that as well. So potentially this catalyst, this change could be for you and for basically your journey, your path, what it is you're destined to do or achieve or to fulfill. Potentially this catalyst is going to push you that way. Who knows? Maybe it will, maybe it won't. Only you can tell, because you're the one that's going to be experiencing that. Because as I've said before, these catalyst cards may not even affect you. There's just this catalytic energy around at the moment, and potentially your little brother is going to, you know, have a moment or something like this, but you will be involved, you will be around, you will be there in some respect. You know, if you get my drift. I'm going to go into more of this in a separate video for the catalyst cards in the future. So if you are interested, hit that subscribe button. But like I said, the dog and the rabbit actually go on quite well. They are actually quite compatible, and it's a very rewarding union. So I do think that the catalyst here is a good one, but it is going to make you feel uncomfortable. It's going to make you, realistically, what you're looking for here is a white rabbit. That would have been a great card, because it gives more of a positive positive spin on things. It's more enthusiastic. It's more wanting it to happen, wanting that change, you know, trying to have that change. This is more of a, it's happening, there's a shift going on. You're not really quite sure if it's going in the direction that you wanted it to go in. But that doesn't mean that you're losing faith in it. You're just going to have some patience and just trust that everything's going to work out the way it should. After all, everything happens for a reason, and what will be will be. I do think as well right now that you are trying to make things work. You're trying to, you know, I suppose in some ways just be at peace. You're trying to find some peace. You want some peace. Everything's a bit hectic. Everything's a bit too loud. Everything's all over the place. Everything's just happening, and you, like I say, you're kind of losing control maybe, and you're feeling a bit uncomfortable. You're feeling uncomfortable with it. I think right now, at this moment in time, taking a step back and observing and evaluating is better than going on the defensive and potentially getting aggressive, because a change can do that. Change it sort of brings out the best in people, it brings out the worst in people. Change, some people love it, they embrace it. Some people, they hate change. And we got another catalyst card. I mean, it's a white card, so that's quite good. But it is the sheep, so it's a bit more forceful. It's a bit more blunt. It's a bit more to the point. It's a little bit more, I suppose, in some ways personal, because you can definitely start to feel this energy. You can definitely start to feel this change. You can see it. It's happening. This change is happening directly in front of you. The sheep and the dog, I suppose, in some ways, you'd think it'd be a little bit like a sheep and a border collie out in the field. The dog's all in control. The dog is the one that's, you know, the dominant one. And that can be the case. But the sheep catalyst here, this change, that change is going to take you off guard. And the sheep side of things, because a dog, yes, can be dominant towards the sheep, but if that sheep's got horns, if that sheep wants to ram that dog, you know, it's going to take the dog off guard. And I think that's what's happened, is that things are taking you off guard. You're not prepared for it. So you've had to, like I say, take a step back and observe You've had to kind of lay down, watch the situation, analyze which way the sheep in the field are running, which one is the one that you're going to round up first, and kind of figure it out that way. Figure out where to put your eggs before you even start considering where you're going to take them in this basket. You got to think how you're going to do this. You don't want to drop too many eggs, and you're putting them all in one basket, as the saying goes. So don't do that. Don't do that. Observe. Observe. By being observant and just being patient and watching what's going on around you and seeing with your own eyes, hearing with your own ears, that will give you the ability and allow you to make a good, informed decision or choice. Because you will have the facts, you'll have the evidence, you'll have the things that will back it up. Things are changing. And right now, you need to be watching and seeing that change to know which direction to go next. Okay, so we got that black sheep card there, the black goat coming in there. So this is really a time of change for you. A real big time of change. And it's not even just a case of being observant anymore. You're going to get dragged into this. You are going to be dragged into this. This is a change that's definitely going to, if it's going to affect you, things are going to happen. Things are going to start, they're going to start to make sense, I think. They're going to start to make sense. Because it will start to all fall into place, and you'll be able to, even if you don't like it, you'll be able to make sense of it, and you'll be able to say, right, now I kind of get why that had to happen and why this is going, you know, the way it is, because I had to be in this position right now for this to happen or that to happen. These are catalyst cards, all of them. You've got your two sheep there going from white over to black. So even though you are observing, or you can choose to observe, which is the wiser decision, you could still, and I say could be because, you know, anything could happen, but you could still be dragged into conflict. Before you're just sitting on the fence, before you're just observing, before you're just staying out of it, but it looks like you're going to be dragged into it. Potentially someone's going to be disloyal to you, somebody's going to lie to you, be dishonest, say they support you and then not turn up for you. I think right now, it's a moment of just understanding, comprehending, as I say, just getting as much information from this as you possibly can. This rabbit is a quick change. This rabbit is coming in quick, fast, and almost painlessly. But I think it's happened fast. It's taken you out of, you know, sort of out of control. It's taken you to this uncomfortable place. It's happened fast. It's swooped in, knocked you over. And as you're trying to get back up and you're thinking, yeah, no, I'm all right. I can bounce back from this. I'll be all right. This goat's then just nutted you. And now you're over here in that sort of the sheep has the upper hand kind of place. But you have to remember, dog people, you are a dog. So, you know, keep your wits about you. As I say, be patient, observe, because change is inevitable, but it will soon then phase in, and then you will just be able to adapt, navigate, and adopt the new way of doing things, or the new way of being in that environment, or whatever it is. For example, say there's big changes at work and they bring in new machinery or new rules or new uniform. Eventually it won't be new anymore. Eventually, even if you hate it, even if it really winds you up, eventually it will just be normal, and it will just be, that's the way it is. So try and think of things like that. Sometimes things are just gonna happen and there's nothing we can do about it. But we'll find out how you get on with it next week when we come back and do another reading for you guys born in the year of the dog. I'll be back later on this afternoon with a reading for the people born in the year of the pig. If I don't see you then, just because, you know, you might want to watch it because you're interested or whatever, or you know somebody born in the year of the pig. If I don't see you then, I will see you next week when I come back and do a video for you guys next week. Thanks for watching. Love and peace.